off-duty New York City police officer was hospitalized in critical condition after being shot during an apparent robbery as he tried to purchase a vehicle in Brooklyn on Saturday night. The shooting prompted a sprawling manhunt for the suspect. The officer, whose real name was not released by the New York City Police Department, had arranged over social media platform to purchase the vehicle in person. But when he arrived at the location with a relative, the suspect upped the gun and announced that it was a robbery, and that led to an exchange of gunfire. When the officer, a 5-year veteran of the department, was struck, the suspect fled, and it remains unclear whether the assailant had been injured during the exchange of gunfire. The relative, who had traveled with the officer, was not injured in the encounter. A police spokesman said that the police had no reason to believe that the suspect knew that the target of the robbery was an off-duty police officer. This still remains unclear. Mayor Eric Adams, a former police captain who has made public safety a cornerstone of his agenda, said in a news conference that
I spoke with the officer's wife, saw his beautiful children, and we all are lifting his family up in prayer. We will catch the person responsible for this act. The New York City Police Department for doing what they do every day, and it's no different today. An officer conducting a simple errand and a dangerous person pulled out a firearm. As we see so far and so often in the city, too many illegal guns are in the hands of bad people and doing bad things.
The shooting comes as the city continues to grapple with concerns over violent crime. There were 433 homicides in the city last year, about a 2% drop from 2021, and the fewest since 2019. But high-profile shootings last year, such as a mass shooting last April on a crowded subway train in Brooklyn, and another instance of police officers being injured by gunfire, have alarmed some New Yorkers. And Police Commissioner Kashant Sewell said that,
"Thank you for being here. We are at a hospital once again awaiting news. This time for an off-duty NYPD officer who was shot and is in critical condition. The officer is a 5-year veteran of the NYPD assigned to patrol. This appears to be an attempted robbery during an attempt to purchase a vehicle. Please keep this young officer in your prayers. He is currently fighting for his life."
On January 1st, 2022, a New York City police officer was shot while sleeping in a car outside a station house in East Harlem. Hours after, Mr. Adams was sworn in as city mayor. And a few weeks later after that, a single bullet fired by an armed teenager struck a police officer and the gunman as they both scuffled during the confrontation in the Bronx.
That officer was rushed to Brookdale Hospital, where he is now in critical condition. We have crews at the hospital and at that scene on Ruby Street near Linden Boulevard. Authorities gave an update just moments ago. We're going now to reporter Morgan Norwood. She is in East New York tonight. Morgan, what can you tell us?
Yeah, that press conference wrapping up, guys, just before we came on the air. As you mentioned, that officer at Brookdale Hospital in critical condition. The mayor and police chief, again, police commissioner rather, speaking just moments ago, saying that all of this happened apparently after a robbery, an attempted robbery. The officer trying to purchase a car in this general area, and then that's when those shots rang out. I want to step out and show you a little bit about this massive crime scene here. It's really extensive. It circles the entire block from McDonald's here on the left side of the corner, and then wrapping several residential buildings inside. Guys, I've counted dozens of police cars, including an armored vehicle. I've also seen an FBI task force members here, ATF on the scene, several emergency service vans. This area just swarming with police, as I mentioned just a second ago.
You want to see reality? Look at the devastation that those rounds caused to that young man's body. Listen to the cries of a wife, a father, a mother, their children. That's reality.
And to that end, police are still working to identify a suspect. You heard officials there saying that we will catch them. We are still working to learn if they've identified a suspect or who they're looking for at this hour. But obviously a very urgent situation, a very tense situation. I've looked around the scene and I've seen a lot of concern on a lot of officers' faces as one of their own continues to fight for their life tonight. That is the very latest from Brooklyn. I'm Morgan Norwood, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Morgan, thank you.